Hi everybody, it's Sherry Halpin. I'm the Social Emotional Learning Specialist for Wiley ISD. And I'm so excited because this week our students in kindergarten, 5th grade, and 7th grade are starting our SEL lessons for the first time ever. They're 10-minute short lessons that they'll do with their teachers to learn and then hopefully master social emotional learning skills. This week's skill is identifying emotions. And we know that identifying emotions is the first step to then understanding that emotion and managing it so you can show up in class as your best self and so that you can use those skills in life. That is a skill that I think all of us need. And identifying emotions, especially right now, is kind of tricky. Right now, emotions are maybe not as pleasant. We love seeing our kids each day and are so excited that there are also challenges that come with teaching during a pandemic. And when we're all honest about our emotions, if even only to ourselves, but especially to others, it can make it easier then to learn how to manage those emotions and show up as our best selves every day. Our friends over at 6thseconds.org have a great 3-step process for sort of dealing with or identifying our emotions with each other. They call it vetting, and VET is an acronym. The V stands for validate. When we validate that we have feelings and that those feelings are what they are, and we identify them and then validate each other's feelings, it makes it so much easier to do the second step, which is the E, explore. Exploring your feelings is a challenge and can sometimes, especially with unpleasant feelings, make us look at the causes of our feelings and the consequences of them. But ultimately, it helps us to sort of troubleshoot and problem solve so that hopefully we can transform those feelings. You know, even if your feelings can't be transformed with a simple click of a button or just talking to a friend, it sure is nice to have someone else validate and explore those feelings with you. Ultimately, having that conversation can help you come to some transformative next steps. Maybe that's just the hug that you needed and the high five, or the socially distanced bow that you needed with that friend as you explored those feelings together. And maybe it means getting help from someone else. When we vet each other's feelings, sometimes it can feel a little bit like complaining, but there's a difference between complaining and just lamenting some unpleasant feelings. In fact, lamenting unpleasant feelings together can bond people and help them become more resilient. Complaining focuses on a problem and never offers any transformation or solution, but vetting our emotions together and potentially lamenting things that we can't change right now can help us bond and ultimately remind us of what's really true, which is you're not alone and that we're in this together. So this week, a cool way you could do that if you're getting together with your PLC for the very first time since school started, or you're getting together with a team or a group, is to have 2 sticky notes, and each person has 2 sticky notes in front of them. And the first thing they can write down is one worry that they have for the day, or maybe one feeling that they're having. And then on the other sticky note, they might write one hope that they have for the week. Put those all in the center if you feel comfortable, and the person who guides that PLC can maybe pick those up and say, hey, your worries are my worries and I carry them too. Your hopes are my hopes and I hope they come true. And maybe I can do something to make that happen. And maybe each week, that's a practice that you do with your team. And each week, someone new picks up the stack and walks through the worries and potentially helps and troubleshoots places that we could do something about those worries, and maybe gives us a way to make the hopes happen as well. Simple steps to validate, explore, and hopefully transform, or even just sit with the emotions that we have is a really powerful way to make sure that we come in and, just like our kids, we can identify our emotions and hopefully transform them so we can show up as our best selves. And even if we can't transform them, we can show up knowing that we're doing a really important, brave, wonderful job and that we're not alone. I hope you have a good day.